Hello everybody, today I'm here with my good friend Luke.
Hi.
Who's moving out of the house forever. So if you've been following along for our journey for as long as we've lived together and lived with the meme mansion and through to the crater castle, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. So because Luke is moving out, I figured you all have some questions. So I asked you on Twitter, what are your questions for Lukey Poopy?
That's me.
And the questions are, what was our favorite activity we did together?
My favorite memories of living with you have been going for runs in the evening in the park.
Lots of
and
runs.
that seems like that's actually quite a recent addition to our lives, fairly recent. And yeah, recently we just sort of started going for runs and sitting in the park and watching the sunset and looking at swans and stuff.
We do watch swans a lot.
Yeah.
Like a married couple. I just like chilling in your room. Just hanging out.
In this house, the second house, the Creator Castle.
Yours was...
My house is basically the living room.
Your room is the living room.
Where everyone just comes and chills.
Whereas the last place, mine was the living room. What was the best party we ever had?
What was the best party we ever had?
What was the best party we had at this house?
See, I'm not really a party person.
You're not.
You
leave the party.
But I would say, not to be arrogant, but I think my favourite party was my birthday party.
Oh, okay, that's a good party, yeah. It was a good party.
Purely because, and this is probably why, is because when we had a party, as in we had a party as a house, it was generally more Evan has a party in our house.
Okay.
And so, but it was mostly your group of friends, right? But my birthday party was the first time in years that I just invited people I care about round to the house. And I just had a lovely time, and me, you, and Kim had loads of chats and cuddles and great times. So that was my...
We had a really big party at one point in last year's summer with a barbecue, and we had so many people over. And we just all sat around laughing and talking about funny film tropes and stuff.
Yes.
I think Elle was there. Everyone was there. It just felt like really I'm an adult having a barbecue party at my house. It was really nice. We had s'mores.
I wasn't there for that party.
No, yes you were.
I wasn't at the party with Elle. So that's...
So that was my favorite memory together with you.
That's why I'm moving out.
What will you miss the most about this house? /area / anything about it?
Evan. Actually,
wow.
Genuinely, the people. I love being able to wander upstairs, and one of my best friends is just living there, and I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss that with all of you, really. Other than that, I think I'm going to miss living in a house of people who do the same thing I do. Yeah, I'm going to miss being understood in that way and being able to just go, hey man, can you just film this thing for me? And you know how to shoot it, and you know how to make it look good. And I'm going to miss that a lot, yeah.
Being able to use each other for those sweet, sweet views.
Yeah.
Who makes the best tea?
I would say nobody makes good tea in the house, because when you have non-dairy milk and a London tap, the London tap has loads of stuff in it, and all the non-milk floats to the top and makes this horrible layer on top, and it looks kind of like a bunch of countries floating on top of the water.
And that's why you should use milk.
No, that's not the message.
I found out someone had judged me because I put the milk in almost immediately and then leave the bag in. I always leave the bag in because I don't want to drip it all out, you know?
I mean, that is a dreadful life decision, yes, but...
I don't like dripping. Who spills the best tea?
I think Corey and James about each other.
Yeah. yeah, probably. That's very accurate.
I don't know if we can leave that in, because they might watch it and be like, you said what about me? But yeah, we have...
And then they have more tea.
Yeah, no, perfect.
Who spends the longest in the bathroom?
Well, I don't know, because you have your own bathroom.
We both have our own bathrooms, so this actually doesn't apply.
I often just work a lot and forget to shower.
I thought you were going to say, often work in the bathroom.
I work out in the bathroom.
Explain the poop drama.
Okay, so I wasn't in the house for this at the time, but I think...
We were the detectives.
Just before I moved out, yeah.
This was why.
Yeah, the poop drama. So basically, someone pooped.
Someone clogged the toilet.
In the upstairs toilet. Right?
Wasn't my toilet.
Everyone was kind of pointing fingers at each other. Everyone was writing down timelines of their entire day and can't have been
alibis.
me. James was I was only in here for 15 minutes, and then everyone else, James's boyfriend was 15 minutes is plenty of time to poo, James. And then there was
and then Noah was one that found it, and I have my own bathroom, and Corey was at work, and Luke wasn't even here. So there was so many different.
There was a spreadsheet. You should get a screenshot of that spreadsheet.
You have your own bathroom.
Yeah, I also have my own bathroom.
So I have but I was still a culprit to some people. It was very frustrating.
There's a lot of metaphorical poop where stuff would happen in the house and everyone would just say it wasn't them. And it's well, someone's lying. And that kind of fostered a kind of...
It could have been a goblin.
Yeah, maybe a goblin. Sure. I started agreeing with you before you said goblin, and then for some reason just went through with it. I was like, yeah, okay, it could have been
a goblin. Yeah, I still don't know who's done some of these things. I think it's all of us that don't know And it's not our faults that we don't know that we've done a thing that we've said we haven't done because in our minds we haven't done it. No collusion.
I think it was Phoenix.
I also think it was Phoenix.
Yeah.
Called out. What was the best YouTube video filmed in the house?
I think, personally, the best video for me was the Yellow Conspiracy.
I liked where we tied you up and had fun. Yeah, that was good.
Which is a video in which I just did a weird video about a theory I had about our gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just turned into this, like, found footage horror film where everyone was tying me up and squirting me with yellow stuff. That was my favorite because it was just, like, so much fun to have, like, we had other people around. And, like, it really felt like old school YouTube. Get all your friends involved, do something just so crazy. It felt a bit like the end of a JonTron video where he just goes on crazy.
Yeah, and it just goes on for no reason. My favorite is the if German was like English, only because I had everyone in it and everyone was doing sketches and it felt like old YouTube.
That was so good.
And it was fun to film all the little toy bits with you.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
It just made me feel like this is the content style I like that I want to do. And it's with friends, and it's everyone helping. That, and anytime I get anyone in the house, like when I did that Sun Tea video with you and Bliss drinking Sun Tea, I was like, that's nice.
Yes.
Just to have everyone involved.
And I remember filming that video with you, the German one. And I remember being like, genuinely, you had a really clear picture of what you wanted to do and how you wanted it to look, which is like... No. Well, it was like directorial. It was like you had a vision and you were like... It wasn't just like you were making some silly YouTube video. You had planned this thing out. And I was like, wow, Evan's like really... stepping it up for this one and like knowing exactly what he's doing.
And then I uploaded that at like 11:50 p.m. because you helped drive me to the nearest Wi-Fi.
Oh yes, I did because our internet was down. I drove Evan across London.
And I finally uploaded the video on the Sunday, and it performed really badly for the first 2 days, and now it's one of my most viewed of all time.
Yes!
It is actually my most liked video I've ever uploaded.
It's such a good video.
It has 100,000. I've never hit 100,000.
Leave it at the end of this video for people to go watch. It's
all
so
right.
good.
Who's the messiest? Me. Next question. I'm just going to read and stop. I'm not as messy, but I'm still messy. I'm a soccer player. So, who sleeps the longest? You nap.
I would say you, but actually I think it's not usually the longest. It's just that you go to bed at like 2 a.m. because you stream.
I go to bed at 1 now.
Oh,
I'm stepping
my
up.
mistake.
I haven't gone past midnight on a stream in like months.
Oh, that's really good.
I genuinely try and go to bed at midnight every night.
Because when we first moved in,
I
had to install the doorbell in Evan's room and put the button under my bed so that when he was going, God, whoa,
I also don't really scream as much anymore on streams.
I had to just press his doorbell and he'd be streaming, it would go ding dong, and everyone in his chat's like, shut up, Evan!
Everyone would be like, poor Luke.
Justice for Luke. Let him sleep. Evan doesn't scream while streaming and no one is there to hear it. Has he really improved?
Who has the biggest room?
Me?
Yes.
What? But you pay the most rent?
Yes. But it's an ensuite and I have closets.
Yeah, you have an ensuite and closets. I have the biggest room. It's downstairs. It's like the second living room.
What if you include the size of the closets into my room?
I still think mine would be bigger.
Yeah, I still think it's bigger.
But you've got your own whole bathroom, which is like, when we were moving in, that was decided that was like... What was funny was when we were moving in, you and I were not planning to move into the big rooms.
No.
Other people wanted them. And so we set them at like what we thought were fair prices. And then they went, no!
And so we went, okay,
okay, we'll just have
we'll take the nice one. Yeah, it's almost like we put it at game theory wise, the maxi min, but it was the minimum of what we wanted to pay, but the max of what everyone else wanted to pay, so that way we strategically got them.
Yeah, somehow managed to get them. Yeah.
Can't have a smaller room than this in my next house.
Yeah, especially because we work in our rooms.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like a streaming setup, a piano, soft boxes. I've got too much going on, you know. I need the space. Will you miss this area? You're gonna miss like...
Oh, absolutely.
West London.
Like, I'm moving to North London and I'm moving away from, like, I'm not near a tube station. So I'm really going to miss being able to just wander to a tube station.
I like that, but I kind of am in that in-between where I'm like, I want to live far away now. I want to live in a green space.
Yes.
But yet living next to the underground is like, oh, so nice.
Yeah. And I do, this area that we live in is like so many trees and just like, there's like a giant, like, 2.5 mile wide park in the middle of London, which is like the most unexpected thing ever.
Yeah.
I absolutely am going to miss it. It's so gorgeous.
But I've been to your area as well, and it's freaking pretty. So.
Yes.
Takeaways, any good food? What was like the best food that we had here?
I didn't really ever get takeaways, although there's a gorgeous little independent cafe down the road, like a 5-10 minute
one we
walk.
go to in Chiswick?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You go to Kitchen and Pantry. I go to Brew all the time. That's another one on Chiswick High Road that's just really... It's just a nice place. Yes. I was walking through London with someone. I was basically like, oh, have you had this? And she was like, oh, no, I've never had that. What about this? I literally realized I've become cultured in London.
Yeah.
Like, I've had every restaurant.
Ah.
Isn't that, like, I feel like you're the same. We've been to all the restaurants in Westfield.
Yes, yeah.
Matter.
I've had, well, I mean, maybe that's just living in Britain, though. Like, you've done that in a few years because you've moved over from America.
Yeah.
Whereas I would have been to all the restaurants just because over time in my life. I'll have been to most restaurants.
In London?
Well, they have chains in London.
Okay, yeah. I have this, like, I want to enjoy life while I'm in a position.
I have this thing where I want to enjoy life.
The final question is, so why are you moving?
Why am I moving? Big part of it is that I am somebody who really needs my area and my space and my communal space clean.
Yeah.
And
6 people we live with.
I take it incredibly personally when it's not. Not because I think people are like doing it to annoy me, but just because it feels like a lack of mutual respect. Okay, yeah. And so that's a big part. And I kind of like,
especially if people don't own up.
Yeah, and that was the thing. It's like the metaphorical poops, right? Is it felt like there were lots of things where stuff was happening and everyone was just kind of going, wasn't me. And I'm like, well, it was someone, so I live with a liar. It was the only conclusion I could draw.
I feel like it might also be because we're older. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
I do cause some of the issue, but I'm not sure.
I think it's also just healthy for me to experience.
You should,
life
I've lived in like 6 different places at this point. Yeah. So at this point, I've lived here for 2 years, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. I want to buy now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move on to my last stage before I die. So I feel like, I want to buy a place
and then die.
That's it.
You think that's the stage of life?
That's the American dream.
Is that like
buy and die?
The monkey that turns into a human. It is the next monkey own a house, and then the next monkey's a corpse.
That's the American dream. In England. I can apply for my indefinite leave to remain this week.
Fantastic.
I'm very excited.
You're one step closer to death.
The British dream.
I'm going to miss this so much. Like, I was packing, and like I had all my reasons. I had plenty of reasons. I can't even remember them all right now. But honestly, like none of them are out of any animosity to any of the people here.
Oh, I don't think anyone thinks that. I think you just need to experience something new with life. Personally, I understand that. Like getting a completely new living space is so exciting and new. And it made me, when you decided to move out, I went, oh my gosh, yes, I've gotten complacent. I'm like, I want to move to Germany. I want, like, forever. I can't, but I want to do that or move somewhere really far away and start my life over completely. Yeah. Because why am I so focused on living in one place when I can live anywhere?
Because that's the thing I really wanted to I really tried to sort of say to you a little bit was like, as soon as I said this, you were like, researching how to buy a house and talking about like, oh, I could go to Germany and become fluent in German. And like I said to you, like I didn't do this for this reason at all. I'm not pretending to be some selfless, wonderful magician, right? But I think this will be really good for you.
Oh yeah.
Because it kind of kicks you. Like I think you get very easily comfortable. You're very like.
But I go out of my comfort zone quite a lot as well. So I'm constantly in that too comfortable, gonna mess stuff up, and then go too comfortable again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure.
Such as I travel for 2 months in a row, then I come back like
Yeah. But no, I got really sad when I was packing up the last of my stuff, and I was like walking around, and I was in my room because I still have my room because I haven't rented it out yet. Bloody hell, time to die with my bank. And Evan said like, "Why are you sad?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm very clearly sad.
I have depression."
Well,
let me list the reasons.
And I'm moving out. What I said to you was like, you can be best friends with people and not have to put up with living with them all the time. Like I would absolutely spend exactly the same amount of time with you as I always have. But then not share a kitchen. That would be good.
Quiplash every Sunday, and it's really nice, actually. So if you're watching this, check out my Twitch later, playing Quiplash. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for following along the Evan Luke journey. Hope you wish him well. You can check out his channel in the description if you don't know what it is for some silly reason. And that film, when's it coming out? Thanks for watching. I'll see you. Bye.